Welcome back to Michigan Marksman. Today on the channel we're continuing our shotgun choke test with the M3000 Stoeger. Today we're going to be shooting a double-aught buck with our 6 different shotgun chokes and a no choke at 7 yards to see what type of patterns we get. Let's go take a look at the ammo and the chokes we have. Let's get blasting. Alright, here's the double-aught buck 12 gauge we're going to be using today. It's a Ferrucci Defense 9 double-aught buck pellets in there, so that's the ammo we're going to be using. Right here in this line is the Stoeger M3000 chokes. We're going to be using 6 different chokes in there today, as well as the no choke for our comparison pattern. Up first on our test today is a no shotgun choke at 7 yards, and this I believe it's a 26-inch barrel. We should get a pretty decent pattern with this, so let's take first shot. Alright, let's go take a look. We went for the headshot right away. Look at that nice pattern to start off with. That's at 7 yards of no choke. I'm really curious to see how tight we get with the patterns on the rest of this target. Let's take a shot with the first choke. The first choke we have is this improved cylinder choke. It's a .720, so 0.01 reduction. Typical inner barrel diameter for the, a shotgun, a 12 gauge shotgun that is a .730, so this reduces it by 0.01. Let's take our first shot with the double-aught buck with a choke. We got our first choke in here. It's a .720 inner diameter, so that is a 0.01 reduction. Let's take our first shot with double-aught buck. Alright, let's go take a look at that. We got our first 2 choke patterns set on here with the double-aught buck. Up top is no choke, and then there's the .72. Obviously, they're about the same spread size right now, but let's see if that changes as we continue into more chokes. Right, the first choke had about the same pattern as the no choke. Let's see how this does. This is a medium improved choke, a modified improved choke, excuse me. 0.710, so 0.02 reduction in the inner barrel diameter. Let's put it in the Stoeger M3000 and see what type of pattern we get. Got the next choke in there. It's a 0.710, so 0.02 reduction in the inner barrel diameter. Let's take another shot. We got some nice reduction out there. Let's take a look. As you can see here, we're already getting some really decent spread reduction with these chokes. Obviously the no choke and the .72 were about the same, but that .71 that's only about 2 inches, 3 inches, something like that in diameter. Pretty impressive so far. Let's put the next one in. Let's hope it continues. Alright, this is the next choke. It's a improved choke, a 0.7 choke diameter, so 0.03 reduction in the inner barrel diameter. Let's put it in the M3000 Stoeger. Let's hope it continues to reduce our spread. So far, these shotgun chokes are doing really amazing in the Stoeger M3000. I'm always impressed with how well chokes work in this gun. It's like it was kind of designed to do that. Joke's on you, it was. So the next choke in there is a 0.7, so that's a 0.03 reduction in the inner barrel diameter. Let's take another shot. That time even the wad stayed in the same spot. Let's go take a look. 0.7 is on there now. And as you can see, we're kind of plateauing on how much spread reduction we're getting. This time, it was the first time of all these that the wad that was holding those 9 pellets actually went in the same spot. So that's kind of interesting. But overall, these two are about the same spread. Let's put the next choke in there. Alright, we got the next choke. It's a full choke. It's a .695. Let's put this choke in to see what it does. It's a .695. I'm thinking we're going to get more plateauing with our spread on this one. Alright, we got the next choke screwed in there. That's a .695. So let's see what type of pattern we get. pretty sure we're going to start really plateauing, and it's going to be really noticeable at this point. Alright, let's go take a look. Alright, we kind of overlapped a little bit, but not too bad. As you can see, our patterns are getting stranger looking, honestly. It's kind of like a flat line. But overall, the chokes are still doing what they are, and they're flatlining like I thought they would at this distance. Once again, this is 7 yards, so. Alright, here's the next to last choke. It's extra full, .685 choke. Let's put it in our Stoeger M3000 and see what top pounder gets at 7 yards. Got the second to last choke in the M3000 Stoeger. It is a .685. Let's take a shot and see what type of pattern we get. Really annoying, it's not ejecting any of these rounds. But let's go take a look at that pattern. Here's our target so far with one more choke to go. Obviously we kind of flatlined quite a bit with these last few chokes. We had a decent reduction from the no choke .72 to the no .7 or the .71, but after that it's really kind of like flatlined out. Let's put the last choke in. It's the turkey choke. It's like little somewhere in between the .7 and the .695. So let's see what type of pattern we get. Alright, we got the turkey choke in here. On the last video with the number 8 shot, it was somewhere in between the .7 and the .695. Somewhere in there. It's definitely not the .7 like I had originally thought it was. Let's take a shot with it. We got the turkey choke on there. Let's take a shot with it, see what type of start pattern we get. It's probably going to be about in between that .7 or so. Alright, let's go take a look. Alright, I'm kind of impressed, honestly. The turkey choke's actually the smallest one this time. In the number 8 shot, it was definitely not on either of the distances. It was like in between them. On this one, it was definitely the smallest. Honestly, kind of impressed. Let's go take a look and do a breakdown of this target. Let's take a look at this target. This is a 7-yard target with a double up buck of my M3000 Stoeger. At 7 yards, we had really tight patterns, as you can see, and with the 9 pellets, it's really easy to tell, you know, the spread patterns. Obviously, some of the wads, you know, went wherever they pleased, but overall, I'm really impressed. Even the turkey choke, which in the number 8 shot was not really the smallest pattern, but this time it was, so I'm kind of impressed. Overall, we had some really good patterning. It did plateau out a bit, but not surprising, they did that with the number 8 shot as well. So in the next video, we're going to do, I believe, close to 20 yards with the double out book out of the M3000 Stoeger using the same chokes. I'm hoping to get some really decent pattern comparisons. I left a bunch on this target wide open, so I'm hoping that I can get them on the same target, but we'll see what happens. So be looking forward to that video next week. Like and subscribe, comment if you're interested. It definitely helps my channel grow a little bit. I'm trying to grow this channel into something, you know, fun and entertaining, and you can learn a little bit about guns, especially the ones I have. So definitely check out my other videos. I have some really good body armor test series, and hope we can expand on that. Obviously, we're going to crush in some more videos until deer season starts. Hopefully it doesn't take too long this year, so I can be back videotaping. Obviously it's going to be winter then, but alright, just keep blasting everyone.